attacks and falls in a heap as if whatever demonic magic held him in this realm gave out altogether with his body. On his corpse, we find a Book of Apocalypse, a magic longbow, great sword, and war staff. And so, with Narkrul dead and the summoner's minions gone, the crypt is now clear and the town is safe from Hellfire's horrors for now.
Hi, I'm free to confront the one who banished me to the void, Diablo! Hi everybody, and I'm free to reward you, little mortal, with these Aerosmith tickets. You'll be getting backstage passes. You'll get to meet Steven Tyler and the whole band this Friday at the Coliseum. Thanks for getting me out of there. By the way, I'm gonna have to kill you. I'll be right back with the trafficking weather together.
After entering the festering hive near the outskirts of the town of Tristram and surfacing for some much-needed clean air, we happen upon a curiosity. Just south of Adria the Witch's shack and north of the nest stands a lone little girl. She cannot even be the paltry 10 years of the young rapscallion known as Wirt, except we've never even heard of this girl before, nor seen her about town. And yet, here she stands, out in the wilds, wearing a blue dress, a bonnet atop her head, eyes looking to be almost brimming with tears. We ask her, what is her name? And more importantly, what is she doing alone in the dangerous woods? It's then she introduces herself simply as Celia, before pleading,
I lost Theo. I lost my best friend. We were playing over by the river, and Theo said he wanted to go look at the big green thing. I said we shouldn't, but we snuck over there. And then suddenly a bug came out. We ran away, but Theo fell down, and the bug grabbed him and took him away.
This does not bode well. The new arrival, Celia, has lost her friend Theo playing by the river. Is he too a young boy we have yet to meet? And if this bug had grabbed him when he fell down, it sounds like he was dragged to the nest of the denizens who infest the hive below. Axe in hand and ready to cleave through the entire hellish hive to find the boy, we enter the nest once more. Inside, our frantic search begins. We gingerly open the fleshy pods about the hive as they seem to store items that the residents have pilfered during their topside escapades, and most of the items seem unmolested, and hopefully we can say the same for Theo, but his chances are not good. Now, as an aside, I've been getting a lot of comments during the Hellfire playthrough with concerns that Hellfire's setting and enemies especially don't seem to amply fit within the Diablo universe or lore. And while I personally agree, it was in a recent comment from Daniel Zawacki that further delved into why this is, and I thought that I would share it as it's very poignant, which reads, Hellfire is a third-party expansion, but was also an attempt to bring a Lovecraftian element into the Diablo universe. The hive area was populated with beasts that were supposed to be eldritch and otherworldly, and the crypt itself is full of cult-like references, and its boss is supposed to be some super ancient otherworldly demon, but I won't ruin the surprise till the end. And while I don't think Sierra kept in line with Blizzard South's original vision, it is interesting that they attempted to keep the horror vibe intact, but went for, better or worse, in a direction that's not really congruent with the vanilla Diablo's gothic horror setting. It's on the third level of the hive, by the entrance to a large cavern and pools of acid. We're besieged by a pack of ballish oddities named Hawkspawn. More a nuisance than anything, we're disgusted by these bizarre bouncing babies, hacking them in twain and wondering what the hell keeps spawning these things. However, with all our searching, we're no closer to finding the errant boy Theo. Somewhat sullenly, we resurface to bear the bad news to young Celia, but she entreats.
Did you find him? You gotta find Theodore, please. He's just little. He can't take care of himself. Please.
We know we cannot leave the child to his fate, alive or otherwise. And resolve renewed, we head deep into the nasty nest once more. Again, entering the large cavern, we begin our search, checking pods in case humans are somehow bound to them, desperate for any lead. Annoyingly though, another hawk spawn comes bouncing along. We dutifully put aside our axe and punch the menace square in its maniacal mouth as it explodes in a fanfare of foul flesh. Exasperated that we can get no reprieve, we move north and contend with another hawkspawn and venom tail when, oh sweet Akarat's aunt. That's what's been spawning these nasty creatures, a freaking hawk demon! It stands 10 feet tall, a cacophony of flesh, bone and nothing else good piled in a mound. As we fell the Necro Orb blasting its unending magicka at us, the Hawk Demon is content to birth a gaggle of new spawn to antagonize us with. We immediately regret punching that baby, as we're now surrounded by pulsing prunes of meat. Destroying the last of the demon spawn grants us no respite, as then we're forced to face the big daddy itself, or mama, whatever it is. It ain't good. The demon decides spawning time is over, flailing wildly at us as we fervently swing our axe, cutting clean through mounds of messy muscle and sinew. It's not long that the Hawk Demon is dead in a heap, and we see amidst the gore, what's this? A teddy bear named Theodore. Oh, whoa. We scoop up the gooey bear and trudge back to Celia. In disbelief, we risked our neck for a plushy bear, and she excitedly states,
You found him! You found him! Thank you! Oh, Theo, did those nasty bugs scare you? Hey! Ugh! There's something stuck in your fur. Yuck! Come on, Theo, let's go home. Thanks again, hero person.
With that, Celia's search is finished, and she gifts us with a random high-level amulet, which is capable of spawning with any mods any amulet in the game can have. And it's equivalent to finding an amulet in the deepest levels of hell. With plus 22 to vitality, it's well worth having. Though it should be noted the quest Little Girl and Celia herself are actually inaccessible in Diablo Hellfire's expansion, and only added via editing the command text of the game, and since there's no extra reward, it's purely a stylistic choice if you choose to enable it or not. If you do enjoy the teddy bear rescue element of things and want to help a pixely little girl, then run with it. If not, the Hawk Demon will still spawn randomly on level 3 just without a quest attached, but you can take your amulet directly from the Hawk Demon's body itself. Thanks to the developer behind Hellfire's expansion, Sierra, there are unlockable Easter eggs which will reveal cut content. One such quest is labeled Jersey's Jersey, added due to the erroneous rumors that were circulating during Diablo 1's release about a secret cow level. Only accessible by altering the command.txt file, the quest will subsequently replace Lester the Farmer in-game and alters the related content. And like the Farmer's Orchard quest, as we head north of the Hive and following the river, we find Lester the Farmer is nowhere to be seen. However, there's something different about the area. Previously, Lester had 3 cows, and now there's 4? Wait. Something is very off about this cow. We approach it and give it a slight prod, to which it responds,
Moo.
Now, we are no expert on bovine, but I don't think that cows should be bipedal, nor was that a normal moo. We head a few yards to the nearest Bessie and confirm our suspicions. Now that's a moo. We turn to the phony cow once more and he firmly states,
I said moo.
This seems to be a complete nut, standing in the pasture, wearing a cow suit, no less. We ask the man if he is okay, but he flatly states,
Look, I'm just a cow, okay?
With a slight exhale, we press him further for answers, but he just simply scoffs.
Look, I'm a cow. And you're monster bait. Get some experience under your belt. We'll talk.
If we do happen to take the nut's advice and delve deeper into the labyrinth, becoming stronger in our quest, he will say upon our return,
Quit bugging me. I'm looking for someone really heroic, and you're not it. I can't trust you. You're gonna get eaten by monsters any day now. I need to find someone who's an experienced hero.
It's upon our second return from the labyrinth, he further boasts.
Me? I'm a self-made cow. Make something of yourself, and then we'll talk.
And upon our third return, after venturing deep into the catacombs below town, the pseudo-cow still dares to judge us as lacking, saying,
I don't have to explain myself to every tourist that walks by. Don't you have some monsters to kill? Maybe we'll talk later, if you live.
It's only after reaching level 9 of the caves and level 15 will the man, or what we presume is a man, known as the Complete Nut, will finally break down and seek our aid, admitting,
All right, I'm not really a cow. I don't normally go around like this, but I was sitting at home minding my own business, and all of a sudden these bugs and vines and bulbs and stuff started coming out of the floor. It was horrible. If only I had something normal to wear, it wouldn't be so bad. Hey, could you go back to my place and get my suit for me? The brown one, not the gray one. That's for evening wear. I do it myself, but I don't want anyone seeing me like this. Here, take this. You might need it. To kill those things that have overgrown everything? You can't miss my house. It's just south of the fork in the river. You know, the one with the overgrown vegetable garden?
and so the man, like Lester, drops a single runic bomb. However, if we ask him further about it, flustered, he ushers.
What are you wasting time for? Go get my suit. And hurry. That Holstein over there keep winking at me.
And so, a little gobsmacked that to seemingly protect himself, this man has decided to dress as a cow and hide in the pasture, has also tasked us with investigating the strange growth south of the fork. With the runic bomb in hand, we again venture to the alien growth below the fork that leads to Adria's shack. We toss the bomb on it to clear the path, and it explodes. However, we don't see the man's house in sight that he mentioned. Perhaps the growth swallowed his house. Or worse yet, there was no house. Perhaps the man had been traumatized by entering the sickly hive himself. But that doesn't explain his poorly made cow suit. We're just thankful that there are still 3 cows in the pasture, and he didn't feel compelled to hollow one out for his own makeshift suit. Heading down into the festering hive, we're immediately assaulted by its inhabitants. The bloated fell twins with 2 heads, wispy floating mummies known as the Shredded, and scampering venomous stingers nip at our heels. Stepping through the sludge and avoiding the acid baths, amidst the mucus-covered walls, the hulking hellboars emerge to encircle and end our intrusion upon their moist, membrane-covered refuge. As we delve deeper, cleaving what seems to be fleshy birthing pods, the resident arachnids defend their lair with zeal, disturbed by the warmth of life, or perhaps in search of a sumptuous snack. On the 3rd level of the festering hive, we are bombarded by necro-orb magica. The tentacled cyclops produce a hail that nearly halts our entire search, however, to no avail. Or so we think. After an arduous undertaking in clearing the cavern, we realize we're actually lost in this maze, and perhaps worse, maybe led astray. We begin to question, what if this nut has misled us and works for the hive mind, his brain a mush that answers only to a defiler below? It's then we see a stray necro orb. We race to fell it before succumbing to its sickly magics, and what's this? A cow suit crumpled in the corner. We cannot believe our luck, but as we pick it up, we see fresh blood on its nose. Although we have no illusion where our own leathers come from, this furry fruit really does take the cake for depravity. Portaling back to town, we hastily hand him the smelly suit, but he rebukes us, saying,
No, 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 no! This is my gray suit. It's for evening wear.